Welcome to Beyond the Pew, a podcast equipping the church to know Christ and make him known. I'm Corey.
And I'm Chris.
And it's been a solid month and a half.
Has it been that long, for real?
I think it's been 6 weeks.
Wow.
So we are back.
What happened?
Well, we had a bunch going on those 6 weeks. Mostly when we have stuff that happens over the weekend or on Mondays.
Yeah,
our weeks get
they get
super compressed.
Yeah, they get small. Yeah.
So we had a few of those, but we're here, and we had one of those this week too.
Yeah, this week. Yeah. Yeah. So it gets. You would think it wouldn't be that hard to do this regularly,
right?
But apparently it is.
It can be for sure.
It's probably more me than you, I'm sure.
I don't know.
It's fine.
Yesterday,
It's fine to,
we tried to do it yesterday, and it was definitely me.
It was you yesterday. Yeah. We tried to do it yesterday. So, to be honest with you, I don't really think about it that much. And because I don't think about it, I get busy doing other things.
Oh, yeah.
My Tuesdays, here's what my Tuesday's normally the best day to do it. All right?
Okay. Yeah.
But Tuesday, like my day starts super early. Mm-hmm. If I'm able to make it to the men's prayer time, that's at 7 in the morning. But I always have a pastor's discussion group at 7:30. It usually goes from 7:30 to about 9.
Right.
We're reading Pilgrim's Progress together. And then I've been doing it at home here lately.
Yeah, I don't know how that's working. How is that working?
Well, I got this new computer up here because the computer I had kind of died or whatever it was.
Yes.
So I got a new one. It's really good. It ran out of space is what it did. My other computer ran out of space, so it wasn't running well. So I got a new one, and there's some features on it that I haven't quite figured out, like some video stuff, because I do Zoom and video. It's a video Zoom call thing.
Right.
And I just haven't trusted it yet to do it up here. So I've been doing it at home in my basement. And then what happens is then I spend a little time after that getting ready, and by the time I get up here, I'm thinking about staff meeting.
Yeah.
I got staff meeting at 10:30, 10:45. And then after that, I'm thinking about lunch. Actually, to be honest, I was thinking about lunch before that. and like yesterday, we had a great time. We went out to lunch. Me, you, Kevin, and Danny.
Yes.
Great time.
It's the first time in a while.
And I usually get back from that, and then you got the afternoon. I've got a discipleship group of guys on Tuesday nights at my house. So I got to spend a little time Tuesday afternoon getting that together.
Yep.
So, I mean,
we just got stuff going.
What happens is Tuesday's gone.
Yep.
And that's the best day for me to do it. I think. Because
it was the best day to do
it. Mondays are a little unpredictable.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if Sunday is brutal. And by brutal, I mean we're just here all day.
All day.
If I'm here all day on Sunday, I'm normally cruising a little bit Monday morning.
Yeah, and my Mondays, they start early and they end late.
Yeah.
So
because you do your discipleship group.
Yeah,
Monday night
at 7:30. And we last night
in the evening.
Monday, 7:30 we start. We don't get out of there until almost 10. So
I'm too.
We'd really try to be done by 9, but then we start talking about prayer requests and then everybody's life, and man, we were thick of it, so we didn't have a choice. And I looked up and I said 9:45. Oh my, we gotta go.
Yeah, and then so when it's late.
Monday makes for. I got here early yesterday because I have lots of stuff going because we weren't here Monday. We had we had a pastors' conference,
which was great.
Yes, with Dr. Beakey and on perseverance, and it was really great.
It's good. So
I need to talk to you. I don't know if we should do it here about the first session because he was talking about John Bunyan, perseverance in the life of John Bunyan.
Correct.
And I saw that, and I was like, Chris, did you ask him to do this?
I did not. I did not ask him to do it. But that's one reason I wanted to go to the conference is because I know even though he is a Presbyterian brother, he is a Puritan scholar.
Yeah, and he admitted during his Q&A that he is called a closet Baptist.
Yeah. So it was a very good day. So Monday was gone.
Yeah.
And Tuesday's gone.
Yep.
And then this is Wednesday, and I spent the morning at the hospital visiting this morning. So I'm just now, I don't know what time is it, 10:20? So I'm just now getting here.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
10:20.
So, and then
you were here before this.
I was here. I got here about what,
9:30?
9:30-ish, 9:40.
Yeah.
So then we have service tonight. Actually, we have a listening session for the budget tonight. So we got to prepare for that. So, Wednesdays, by the time Wednesday and I get home Wednesday night, I wake up Thursday, I'm like, I do have to preach a sermon. And I start thinking that, not this week, but I do think that way, right? And I'm thinking, okay, so before you know it, the time is gone.
Yes.
And this little hour that we try to record is lost.
Yeah, especially during these really busy weeks. I mean, we've had some busy weeks.
We've had some great weeks.
Yeah.
We finished our series, Welcome to Welcome. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what was really interesting about that series. So we'd done kind of a series like that before last year.
Yeah,
this
similar.
one was a little longer.
Yep.
We included different ideas like leadership, stewardship, worship, things like that.
Yep.
And then met some folks that visited the church, have been visiting, because they moved to the area and they went online and those were the sermons they watched.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, okay, this resonates with where I'm at in my walk with Christ. We'll check out First Baptist Church of Welcome. So that's been kind of cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, people have moved from literally across the country.
Yeah.
Literally.
Had some...
Like from as far west, the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
To Lexington, North Carolina. It's nuts.
Yeah, that is... Honestly, it is kind of nuts to think about.
Nuts.
Somebody... One of the things we were doing was the state convention.
Yeah, we did the state convention too. Yeah.
Last week. And but in the middle there was we had a pastors conference that you spoke at, and then after that we had the convention. We had the Southeastern Alumni and Friends Lunch. Mm-hmm. I am a friend, and the guy that was sitting, one of the guys that was sitting at our table, is from Western Carolina.
Yeah,
and we were talking about where we were from. And I said, yeah, we're from Welcome. Yeah. And he said, Welcome. I said, Lexington. He goes, do you like that barbecue?
Oh, yes. Yes, we do like this barbecue very much.
I was like, it's my pleasure to eat that barbecue.
Yes, exactly right. Don't come in here questioning this barbecue down here.
I said, but if barbecue's not your thing, man, I will take you out to the best burger joint we have in North Carolina.
We live in a great place.
We will go to Nick's. And he said, do they serve barbecue? I was like, no, they don't.
Hamburger,
he's like, he can't handle the smell, brother. He can't handle. He told me the vinegar smell.
Oh, he didn't like
it.
And the
dip is like, whoa.
Well, we had, October was kind of busy too. We did the fall festival and it was great.
Yes. Oh my. We've had so much going on.
Then we turned the corner and we're in November and we have the Baptist State Convention because we're a Southern Baptist Church. We're part of the North Carolina Baptist Convention. And so we're there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or I had to be there Sunday afternoon.
And Sunday morning we had a guest speaker, Jared Wilson.
Jared Wilson, and then so it was a long day. We did a leadership lunch.
Yep.
And then spent the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday over in Greensboro. And so we've been it's this time of year, and now we're ready for Thanksgiving. We're ready for our mission conference coming up this weekend, and then we turn the corner in Christmas. We got a Christmas play. We got Candlelight Carol sing. We got tons of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Tons. It's fun, though. I'm having a blast.
Yeah.
And on top of all that, Corey,
okay,
I am in this sweet spot where I'm able to enjoy going to Wake Forest football and basketball games.
It's only for another week or two.
So for example, this week I was in Greensboro, and you were too, but I was there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Come back. Then here on Wednesday night, and I finished up our series on heaven. Thursday, I'm studying Thursday and Friday, getting the sermon ready for Sunday. Then Saturday, I go to the Wake Forest football game. Mm-hmm. They were playing Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
It was a wonderful game, but there were some not so wonderful people sitting around me. Then Sunday is church.
Not Wake Forest fans.
Not Wake Forest fans. Then Sunday, we're here at church. It's great. Preach. And then after church, we have meetings all afternoon.
Yep.
But I was able to
walk away,
get permission to only be at the 4:00 deacons meeting, so that I ran over to Winston with my son Elijah, and we went to the Wake Forest basketball game. Had to leave a little early to get back to the deacons meeting, which is no problem.
I'm about to say, but we Wake Forest was hammering them.
Yeah, but somebody graciously give me their tickets.
Yeah.
And it's a friend of mine. He doesn't go to church here. He's a friend of mine. He just called me up. He's got great season tickets. And he says, "Do you want them?" I said, "I'll take them." I'm just afraid if I ever say no, I'll never get offered again. So anyway, I'm just kidding. So then I ran back over here, and then we had deacons meeting.
Yep.
Then I went home, changed. I don't think I changed clothes. Then I went to Nick's.
Oh, yeah.
7:00.
I was going to ask you, did you go?
Went to Nick's at 7:00. There's a little Bible study started there by an employee. It's mainly for the employees. He's invited me to come. So I went there. It was great.
Good.
And then home. So I get home maybe 8:15. It's a long day, right?
Yeah, that's a really long day.
So I wake up Monday, have things to do. But Elijah, we wanted to go to the Steve Forbes radio show, which is at a little place called Miller's on Robin Hood. Robin Hood Road's about 30 minutes from here.
Okay.
Because the whole basketball team was going to be there. Elijah wanted to meet them.
Nice.
So I'm working all day Monday, rush over there and do the thing. And that was Monday. And then Tuesday was a full day with all we did. Woke up this morning, was at the hospital at like 7:30 maybe, 8 o'clock.
And here we are.
And here we are. It's just life. Every week's different. Every week's unique. Every week has moments of incredible joy. There's a lot of joy in the ministry that I experience here. You know,
Right.
Paul says, "Let your leaders serve with joy." Serve with a lot of joy here. There's a lot of hard things too. There's a lot of sad things you walk through.
Yeah.
But it's all wonderful. I mean, it's just wonderful. And it was great for me at the pastors' conference to be able to stand up and say, "Hey, I pastor at First Baptist Church of Welcome, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love living in Welcome. I love being the pastor at First Baptist. I love being on the team here. We love it. It's great." And in the midst of enjoying all of these things, the podcast gets neglected. So please forgive us.
Well, you know, the hardest thing is for people to, you know, it's just more of a routine thing. People listen to stuff every week.
Yeah, routinely,
if it's there.
If it's there.
But if it's not there, they can fall out of that routine.
I'll try to do better. You're getting ready to go out of town, though, for a couple
I am.
weeks,
I'm going to be
so-
gone for a few weeks. And then you leave for a couple
Then
weeks.
I'm going for it's just...
We'll just say, hey, you can be guaranteed. We'll
let's do this.
hope
Let's
that we
just
get
say-
one more in December.
Let's just say 2026. It's a new year. We turn over a new leaf, a renewed commitment.
But it won't happen until the 13th of January. So
Yeah, we'll get it done.
we'll start our New Year's resolution on the 13th.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Hey, let me ask you, since we had the state convention, and I know you're going to give a convention kind of like a thing tonight, but what was one thing about the convention, not the pastors' conference, because I think we could both say that it was probably the best pastors' conference we've been to. What was one thing about the convention that encouraged you?
Well, I'm always encouraged by the work that we do as a convention in areas that people don't always know. I mean, we did a lot of work with the Helene thing.
Oh, yeah. We're over 690 houses
something
rebuilt.
like that. So that's good. We also we buy and place ultrasound machines in pregnancy centers.
Yes.
That was just a super cool thing.
Which we're going to have a chance, by the way, plug on Sunday night when we do our love offering for missions. We're going to give to a fund that actually funded that very thing.
Right.
Which is super exciting. Something local and tangible.
Right.
An ultrasound machine. You wouldn't think.
Yeah, we could do more together than we can by ourselves.
Yeah.
And you hear the reports of what we're doing. You don't always hear it through the year. The churches that have been planted, the missionaries that have been sent out, 22 just from North Carolina.
Yeah.
That we were able to sort of affirm and commission. It's not the real commissioning. The IMB does the commissioning. We just recognize them as North Carolina Baptists who've, since the call to mission, stepped out. And we're behind them. We're praying for them. So that's super cool. There's a lot of good things that we're able to do together.
Right.
So I love hearing those reports of churches planted, missionaries sent, and ministry that happens in regular communities. Because, we're in Welcome. And by God's grace, we haven't had a hurricane flood our community and destroy it. And if it did, there would be thousands upon thousands upon thousands of North Carolina Baptists that would be here.
In yellow shirts.
And help us rebuild, right? If there was a pregnancy center in Welcome that needed an ultrasound machine to do their pro-life work, we could apply, and our North Carolina State Convention would fund that together, and we'd have it placed. I mean, so there's a lot of great things that we're doing together. That always encourages me. The other thing that encourages me is that, honestly, every year that I go, I meet and I see a lot of young pastors.
There were a lot of young pastors.
A lot of young pastors. And there's a lot of families and a lot of babies.
Yeah.
Because the average age of a pastor, I think, in North America, or maybe I can't remember, it's like 57.
I think 57 is or 56 last, yes. Yeah. 56, 57.
And, that's the average age. That's not a good stat. So I'm always encouraged to see God still calling out guys, and
there were a lot of guys that were younger walking around, and I'm looking around going, man, I probably got you by like 10 years. I mean, this is,
you're
for me,
you're now
I'm
an old guy.
I'm one of the old guys in the room.
So those things encourage me, that what we're doing, and then just being able to see with my own eyes that God is still caring for his church, still providing leadership for his church, and that the church will continue to go on.
Yeah.
So that's good. I like that. What about you? Because you don't always, you went to Florida State Convention. You're kind of new to North Carolina.
Yeah. I can say between the two, there's a more camaraderie here than there is where I'm from. Mm-hmm. It's funny about Florida. Florida's huge, just like North Carolina. North Carolina's huge, but for whatever reason, and maybe you can talk to your buddy. I don't know. It's not Rummage. That's a part of the Florida State Convention.
Yeah,
is it?
Stephen.
Oh, it is
Rummage.
Stephen.
He's the executive director.
Yeah. Well, I would love to talk to him for a bit, but
yeah. Well, he's coming. He's preaching here in May.
I know. I'm going to get to talk to him for a little bit. But one of the things that I think I see here that I did not see in Florida was just the larger camaraderie behind the state convention, doing the work of ministry together. Florida is interesting because it's such a diverse area that you have a lot of inner city and a lot of rural, and the two really don't mix when they come to pastors and whatnot. They usually have like an inner city pastor's portion. They've got a rural pastor's portion, and you wouldn't think Florida's rural.
Oh, but a lot of it is.
But a lot of it is. I mean, it's
a big state.
It's 2-to-1, probably rural to inner city pastors, but it feels factioned, like not fractured, but there's
definite camps,
and it's not around theology. It's not around those kinds of things, which I would anticipate, and there are here too. But it's just kind of like where do you pastor? Oh, you pastor in Waimama. Well, if you pastor in Waimama, well, Waimama is like in the armpit. It's not really a place that you go unintentionally, unless you're going to go and help the kids that have no homes, like a lot of homeless live there. So but if you're in Tampa now you're talking about the happening place. So it's just different. It's just different, and because of that, we weren't super involved in the state convention in Florida. We were just around. Yeah. But here, man, it's refreshing. I got to meet so many guys that were from places I don't know North Carolina well enough to even know where they're from.
I will say you're right. That here in North Carolina, that North Carolina pastors feel a fraternal bond.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to really know them that well.
Yeah.
But you just know their area. You might know somebody in their association. You have a point of communication that you have something you can talk about in common. And most of the churches in North Carolina are smaller churches. And so, there's not a competition, spirit of competition. And you might have a guy who's pastoring thousands, and he's having lunch with a guy who's pastoring dozens.
Yeah.
And they're getting along just fine.
Yeah. It's funny, something here that I find really encouraging is that our DOMs and everybody, they're not sectioning people up like that. And I think that's what kind of facilitates it down there a little bit. At least that's what I experienced. There was the big church pastors, they're all making their plans, and then you have the small church pastors who are all, they're treated differently. And I hate to be so direct, but brothers, when I see you at the national convention in Orlando, I expect there to be more camaraderie.
Yeah.
You are about Jesus's work.
Yeah.
And there is nothing greater. And yet, we find ways to divide ourselves, not on like essentials.
Yeah.
We find other ways. We just like say, well, your church is 1,000, mine's 10. Well, I mean, who cares?
Who cares?
You know, I mean, and so I would just want to say it is really encouraging to see that. That I think is the best part.
For me, when I go to, and I talk to a lot of guys throughout the year, but when I go to the convention, it's like you have this ability to catch up with guys. I try to encourage guys. I've known some guys for a long time. I've known some guys that are in some hard places. Like there's more goats in their town than people. They live in that kind of place. Just to encourage them, hang out with them, get an update on their life and ministry. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that, and it's fun for me. You've been with me. I normally wind up spending most of my time talking.
Yeah, well, it's very funny. I mean, Kevin. It was Kevin's first time.
Yeah,
and I told Kevin, I said, Kevin, it's so nice to have you around. And he said,
because you're lonely.
And he said, okay. I said, because watch, we're gonna walk 10 feet. Chris will not follow us because somebody will stop him to talk. And he's like, okay. And no kidding. We got maybe 5 steps away and somebody's pulling you aside.
Yeah, it is a little, but I've been around a long time.
Yeah. No, I'm not knocking you for it. I'm saying it's encouraging. It's for me, it's like, well, see, but pastors trust one another here a little more, it seems.
I'll tell you that some of these guys, man, so I've been here for a while, been doing ministry for a while. And I used to do some mentoring of younger pastors.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys now are older. They remember those days. They've reached out to me through the years with struggles and hardships. We've walked through them together.
Yeah.
Everything from I'm being forced out of my church to I'm just so depressed I can't get out of the bed, and everything in between.
Yeah.
Right? Like a guy called me, for something so silly as I just don't know what to preach. I don't know what to do next. I finished the series.
Yeah.
I'm brain dead. Can you just help me prime the pump? So I've dealt with guys on a range, and they've dealt with me on a range of issues.
Yeah.
So when we see each other, we have this kind of like, hey,
yeah,
we've been in this together, and we know each other well, and so
one of the things that Dr. Beekes was talking about on Monday was longevity in ministry, and that's one of the benefits, man, is being in one place for a long time. Mm-hmm. Not only do you learn to know other people, but other people get to know you.
Yep.
And it's not just your church. That's if you're involved and you're around in these larger things, that's their purpose. To do mission together. If you can be around those things for a long period of time, people are just gonna be like, oh yeah, there's Chris Griggs. There's that guy. I mean,
right.
Yeah, but there's that pastor. I know that guy. I've seen him every year for 20 years, and I know that if I have something, I can go to him and just ask.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
There's a lot of like, and this is hard for some people to understand, but there's a lot of loneliness in ministry.
Yes.
Because you carry a weight no one else can carry. And there's a lot of guys that don't have any staff members.
Right.
By themselves.
Right.
Might not even have a secretary.
Like that brother in Western Carolina, he has a part-time secretary. That's it. It's him and her. She's got a finance lady who does their finances, doesn't even come to the church except for to get the money and go put it in the bank. It's like he's by himself, and this is the one time they're around a whole bunch of people.
There's a real loneliness in ministry.
Yeah.
And so when a guy comes to the convention, he's able to enjoy friendships and relationships. It's an encouragement to him. I've been there. I mean, I completely understand it and I get it. And so that's another blessing of the convention. It really is for us when we go. We're on the same team. We're all in the state convention together. We're all Southern Baptists. We're all committed to the same mission and vision. So we're not competitors. We're co-laborers.
Right.
And it's for me. I mean, it's kind of do I want to be in Greensboro for 2 days? Not really. I mean, am I super excited about budget reports and all that stuff? Not really.
No.
Sometimes I'm thinking I'm just going for the free lunches. You're right.
But they also fire me up because I see things done weird ways, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing?
And so we did that. So that was keeping us kind of busy. And what else? But also part of being in ministry for a long time and cultivating relationships is that I'm able to, I don't want to say take advantage, but I'm able to benefit from those relationships by inviting people to the church.
Yeah.
To preach and then to teach, do leadership lessons, to help us as a church so that our voices aren't the only voices. Right. And there's some guys that have done it. They've done it well. And they can help us, and so we're all working together. So it's good.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, I think it's been great. Particularly I got to hear Jared talk 3 times in one day. Yeah, and most people are like, "Man, this guy." I was listening to the guys behind us. They're like, "Man, he's bringing it." And I said, "He brought it this morning." And they were like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, he was at our little church, First Baptist Welcome, in the middle of North Lexington."
Yeah, so it's good, man. It's been November is crazy. December's crazy.
December's crazy in a different way. You know, I have a question. Here's the funny question.
All right.
When is the appropriate day to put up your Christmas tree?
Well, I would say November the 1st. My wife disagrees sharply, and so it's normally the day after Thanksgiving. But here's what I've learned. I mean, it's just the reality of life, is that normally the day after Thanksgiving, you're so tired you don't want to do it. So then it's next thing you know, it's December 10th, and you're dragging stuff out. And I'd like to avoid that, but we don't always avoid that,
Gotcha. This will be the first year in our marriage, Beth and my marriage, so 14 years, to put up the Christmas tree before Thanksgiving.
Amen, brother.
Well, it's all because of logistics, brother. I leave the day after Thanksgiving.
That's right.
It has nothing to do with...
Well, maybe this will be a tradition for you.
Well, it takes twice to make it a tradition.
Well, that's right.
Unless you're in a Baptist church.
No, in a Baptist church, if you do it once, you're okay. If you do it twice, it's a tradition.
It's a tradition. Okay, well,
yeah.
It's a one-off, but we'll have the tree up. I don't know if my kids know that yet. They'll hear this and they'll be like, what? We're going to put their tree up? But yes, next week I will be in and out of the office. Yeah. I've got a lot going on.
Do you know when it's appropriate to start drinking eggnog?
I was told as soon as it comes out on the shelves.
Amen. I've got a carton in my fridge right now. It's terrible.
One of my old professors
it's terrible.
He loves eggnog, but he's a marathon runner.
Yeah.
And so he said the other day, did you know a half glass of eggnog?
Oh, I do know. I looked at it.
Cost me 170 calories and 40 minutes of running.
Really? It takes 40 minutes running for that?
Well, the idea is when you start to run more, when you run and lengthen yourself out there, you burn less calories than the guy who's never run. Or runs less.
Oh, yeah.
So he was pretty funny about it. He's like, that's going to cost me 40 minutes. He says, and I drink. He's like, as soon as it comes out, I stack them up in our shelf.
Yeah. I didn't know I had to run. I got to run 40 minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
I don't want you to be disappointed.
Can I ask you a question about eggnog?
Yeah.
What is eggnog?
Well, originally it's made out of eggs. Originally,
but what is it now? Because it's not eggs now.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I haven't looked. It's got to be like heavy cream. It tastes like, to me, melted vanilla ice cream with some spices in it. It's what it tastes like to me. It's thick. You can find a recipe, though. You can pasteurize an egg. If you put it in the water at a certain temperature for like 10 minutes, it's still going to crack like a regular egg.
Yeah.
It's not going to be cooked, but it's pasteurized.
Gotcha.
It doesn't have to be maybe 10 minutes too long, just a minute or two. And so
you're talking about in boiling water or in cold water?
Oh, hot water.
Hot water.
Because you pasteurize it. I used to go to this little Korean coffee shop in New York. Oh. So I have these stories, right?
Yeah.
And they did an egg yolk coffee.
Oh, that sounds good.
So they would make the espresso, right? The coffee. And they would crack a egg yolk into it.
Man.
And then stir it up and mix it up. And you're thinking, wait a minute, it's a raw egg yolk. Well, they pasteurized it.
Yeah.
Right. They pasteurized it.
Well,
and it made it just a richness to that coffee.
You
my goodness. It was so good.
The dangerous things about eggs are on the shell. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like I got salmonella as a kid because of the shell.
Okay.
The shell carries the salmonella, not the inside.
Oh.
So at least that's what I understand. So if I'm wrong, somebody, whatever, correct me. I'll take that. But there's a but that's what happened with me is I was making raw cookie dough with my mom. This was a terrible experience. All I remember is being sick for a couple of days. I mean, and like real bad because salmonella is no joke. Good, no joke. But yeah, I've always wondered, like, what is eggnog? If you, I know that it was made out of eggs at one point.
No, I mean
cream.
You can still find the
actual
an old time recipe for it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
my dad loves eggnog.
Got to pasteurize those eggs.
He loves it, but I could never get a taste for it. I mean, it's so weird.
I think you're weird.
This is true.
So now we're going to talk about anything spiritual today.
Well, so we're talking about missions. You talked about missions and joy, and Pastor Wayne spent the whole Monday with us, and one thing he said, I never thought I'd hear a missions sermon from John 17, 13 to 18.
Yeah.
He said, I did a whole study a couple times. I don't know if he did once or twice with his church when he was doing it through John 17. And he's personally invested a lot of time in John 17. He's like, I don't know where he got the missions.
Well, I think
he saw it after you were there.
I think it was in there,
But so talk to me about that. Why do you think Jesus' prayer in John 17 is so? A lot of people think that it's just about like an assurance passage.
Sure, it is. I mean, it's a long prayer, right?
Right, and it's a prayer for his people and
for his disciples and those who will believe. Yes,
and so. But it's not just for them. Well, right? It's so that there's more purpose to it.
Well, he says, I think it's in verse 13, that I'm praying that you would have the same joy that I have.
Yeah.
And then in verse 18 he says, as I have been sent, so I send you.
Yeah.
It's in the same place. So then when you start reading the scripture and you start connecting some dots and you start noticing, where else did Jesus talk about his joy? Where else is Jesus' joy mentioned? Well, you go to Hebrews.
Yeah.
For the joy set before him. You say, well, wait.
He endured the cross.
And you're like, okay, now this was his mission. His mission was to come to this earth and die in the place of sinners.
So,
and there was joy connected to that mission.
Well, I was going to say, you made that point so clear. Mm-hmm. What I think most people don't understand is why they are. I don't want to say they get joy from doing something they've set their minds to. In general, it's like a sociological point, right? You when you have a mission in the military, when we all come back from the mission, or when we accomplish a mission. We have joy. It's over. It's completed. We've accomplished something. So people are saying, hey, make yourself, they go all the way down to the daily, make yourself a goal, meet that goal, be fulfilled. And I want to say, number one, that's it's bunk.
Right.
It's bunk because there's always another thing to put on the page. Mm-hmm. But what Jesus is talking about is an eternal mission and an eternal joy.
Yeah.
And that's different than what we get when we do these little goals or we do like a weight loss goal. Or
right, that's different.
But there are a lot of people that will say, I get joy from fishing. I mean, I love fishing. I haven't been fishing since I've been here, but that's mostly because I'm so busy.
Yeah.
But that's a different kind of joy. It's kind of like I don't even call it. It's not really joy. It's happiness. I'm happy.
Yeah.
But it's not an eternal thing that I possess because I went fishing once.
Right.
But that's what people would equate with joy.
If you think about, if you stand up in a church and you talk about mission, and you talk about telling people about Jesus, and you talk about going on mission trips, and maybe even going to Africa, a lot of people, when they hear those ideas, there's despair there or panic.
Yeah.
Because there's fear.
Well, there's fear. I don't know enough.
Yeah.
I don't know how to evangelize. I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know how I'm going to get there.
And
I don't know how I'm going to pay for
I'm
it.
certainly happy for somebody else to do that. I'm not opposed to somebody else doing that.
I'm too old. I'm too young.
So what we do then is to motivate people to be invested in God's mission. We use fear.
Yeah.
We use pride. We use all kinds of manipulative tactics. All that kind of stuff. We say, look, if you do this, then God will do this, and all that kind of mess, right?
I just think about the puppies commercial. You know, you see all these sad puppies on there. I mean, they want you to give money to their cause.
Yeah.
But that's called causal. Like it's I mean, they're creating a fear in you that this puppy's not going to have his needs met, right?
So I believe that God knows everything.
Yeah.
And I believe that God, that his knowledge and wisdom, his sovereignty, it includes knowing how many people are in the family.
Yes.
Some of them have not made a profession of faith yet. They're going to.
Right.
And so because I'm absolutely certain that God's sort of in charge of that, then I can give myself to his mission without fear. And the result of that, the benefit to me is joy.
Yes.
That there is a connection. The Bible makes a connection between being invested in his mission and my sense of joy.
Yeah.
Now, the challenge is that for many people, for myself for a long time, the mission was me. And when the mission is me, like, let's say the mission is you. You want to lose weight, you want to get in shape, you want to get out of debt, whatever. The mission is you. You got a personal mission for your life. You're never satisfied.
No.
Never. Because you might take one step up, two steps back, or whatever. But when you invest in God's kingdom and you serve the Lord, it's not on you.
No.
It's on him.
Yes.
So you can have genuine joy in serving the Lord, knowing that he's going to take whatever it is and he's going to accomplish his purposes through that meager investment that you're making in the kingdom, whether it's serving the poor and the hungry at Greater Things, whether it's working with the battered women's shelter, whether it's just inviting your neighbor over for dinner so that you can have a conversation with them and hopefully see a bridge to the gospel, whether it's making the best gift you can make to Lottie Moon to help missionaries go in the field, whatever it is, it's meager, but it's not on us. It's on him.
Right.
And so it's his mission, and we've been invited into it. Therefore, we can actually serve with joy and not fear, knowing that it's not really about us at all.
Right.
And Jesus makes that connection. I mean, it's pretty clear through the New Testament that my sense of joy in this life is connected to my investment in his mission.
Yeah.
And that was the point.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Well, I'm not trying to think. I heard a stat yesterday as I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about, so I'm going to step into a place that's a little bit tangential here. Mm-hmm. Feminism. Okay. He's talking about feminism. Yeah. And one of the things that he was talking about was the idea that there's a lot of regret around following young ladies who are now more middle-aged ladies, and men who have regretted delaying doing simple things like having babies, for their joy of having a career, having a boat, being a married,
chasing that American dream.
Yeah, married, no kids, married, no kids in a boat. Yeah, those kinds of things. What is it? Double income, no kids. That kind of idea. I think they affectionately call them a dink. So like that has not brought them joy, and now they have brought them. Now it's brought them regret, because I think. Yeah, I mean, and I think the Bible bears this out. When we follow our God's design for our lives, and we jump on His mission, and we're in accordance with good fathers, good mothers, good sisters, good brothers, who point others to Jesus and do that at every step of the way, we find joy and fulfillment.
A lot of joy. Yeah.
When we say it's about me and about what I want, guess what? The guy who spends all his time on the lake fishing and none time with his wife, he's going to find himself with a boat, but no wife.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and it's there's these weird dichotomies
really
that people can't get away from.
It's really crazy when you think about the persecuted church.
Yes.
And the joy that these men and women have.
Nigeria just had another big old attack with hundreds of people killed, including a pastor. The church burnt down, and the pastor just took it. You know why? Because he got to see Jesus.
Yeah.
He was doing his job.
Right.
His job was to stand, not for Christ, but because Christ has given him life, and what he's going to do is see Jesus as a result of this.
Yeah, when you think about people like Corrie ten Boom, who was in the concentration camp, got out right at the end, and if you read some of what she wrote, I went to the Corrie ten Boom house in the Netherlands, in Haarlem, which is just a little northwest, I think, of Amsterdam. And it's an incredible place. But her testimony of just joy. You know, when the apostles suffered for preaching the gospel, they couldn't believe it. They were overjoyed that God considered them worthy to suffer for the cause of God. There's a connection here between faithfully serving Christ and joy. Even when you suffer and sacrifice, there's joy. There's a joy connection there that you cannot find in chasing the American dream. It's not there. There's no connection there, which is why our nation is empty, depressed, struggling, discouraged, angry. You know, everybody's got a mission. Everybody's got a cause, and they're out in the streets. And
and even that cause can be within the church, and it can be something like a building, a new building. We're working all to get this new building built. And you know what happens when buildings get built?
Pastors leave.
You know why? Because all the mission's gone.
Yeah.
The mission's gone. The church wasn't about the mission of God. It was about
suddenly
their church.
The mission is keeping that building clean.
Yes. And it's the stress.
It's the stress of it all. Yeah. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do those things. I'm just saying that there's a shift. Yep. Whenever there's a shift away from God's mission, and we confuse it with our preferences.
Yeah.
Like the mission becomes me. You're not going to be in a place of joy. So either in your heart or in your community.
So this really reminds me of like the Christian in Pilgrim's Progress. He had an opportunity to take a shortcut.
Yep.
He jumped over the wall because it looked like it was an easier way.
That's true.
And guess where he ended up?
Yeah,
Doubting Castle and giant despair.
Yes.
I mean, but that's it. That we think that we can do this and it's going to be better. Well, we're gonna build that building. We're gonna go to that place. We're gonna do this thing together. But brothers and sisters, causes are only as good as the eternal value that they are connected to.
Sure.
One of the things about the church that is so amazing, for me, is that it is an eternal cause.
Yeah.
Of displaying the glory of Christ in the lives of a bunch of broken sinners.
Yeah.
I mean, there isn't a better testimony than when a bunch of broken sinners come together on a Sunday morning and sing. There isn't a better testimony when they love one another when they're hurting. It's not a better testimony when brothers and sisters who do not know one another. They don't know one another well, but they meet and they find out they're Christians and that their Lord is the same Lord, and they're like, we are one with one another.
Yeah, exactly.
If you haven't experienced that, I can see why you would be like, I got to know the guy. You know, I don't want to get my... No.
So to circle back to the state convention, we're going to argue over things in there. We're going to argue over budgets.
And ideas.
We're going to argue over ideas. But here's the one thing. Every time we commission missionaries, the room is filled with joy.
You couldn't stop the clapping.
It's filled with joy.
Yeah.
And the reason it's filled with joy is because that's who we are.
Yeah.
Our joy is connected to the mission.
Yeah.
And when we're invested in it in our own way, using our gifts in our own way to serve the Lord and his mission, not only is there a sense of joy in your heart, but there's a sense of joy that's created in the community that you're a part of.
Yes.
Right.
And that joy is attractive.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, programs aren't attractive. I hate to break it to you.
Right.
Things that you can do, feeding the homeless, it isn't really that attractive. I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's commanded to take care of the home, those without. But it is not that's not the thing that gives you joy, because there will always be a homeless person, there will always be a cause, there will always be a puppy. I hate those commercials so much. Anyway, but like but the one thing about it is that, you know, the answer to all of their issues is not more money, it's not more time, it's Christ.
Right.
Because even in the midst of their pain and their position, they have an eternal home that they're just waiting to get to. They're pilgrims on the way now, rather than somebody who has nothing beyond this. And that's why they grieve, as they have no hope beyond that time. Tell me, you had, and maybe I just made this up in my head, I think you had an illustration about you were into Romania.
Yeah, that was
okay.
it.
So I didn't.
Villarreal Luca.
Yeah. Can you tell us that story just again?
He picked me up. He's a pastor in Brasov. I'm not even sure I'm saying it right. Acting like I know how to speak that stuff. Brasov,
I don't have any Romanian in me. So
Villarreal Luca. He was there, imprisoned or persecuted during communism in some way under Ceausescu, and suffered for being a pastor, suffered for preaching Christ, suffered for following Jesus. And so first time I went over there, I was like 92, maybe 93. I mean, it's right after
the wall, Western Germany falls, and Berlin Wall.
He picked me up at the airport and drove me over the mountains, and we were sitting in a hotel restaurant eating, and I ordered spaghetti. And but again, communism is, just a few years earlier, all the grocery stores were empty, right?
Yeah.
So I'm eating this.
I hate to break it to you guys up north who just did this thing thinking that you're going to get free food. Free food means no food.
Yeah.
Sorry.
When the state controls the grocery stores, it doesn't always go well.
No.
So I'm sitting in this hotel, and we're eating lunch, and he's telling me his testimony. Before he gets into his testimony, the spaghetti comes, and I notice the sauce looks a little strange. It's kind of brown.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's supposed to be like red.
Yeah, is it brown gravy sauce?
No, it wasn't that.
It was more like that.
Yeah, it was definitely like meat sauce, spaghetti sauce, the wrong color. And I was like, I don't know. So I started eating, and I'm like, this is terrible. That's what I'm thinking. And I don't know, what do I do? I'm over here, and I've traveled a long way, and I'm tired, and I'm hungry, and so I'm sitting there trying to eat this plate of garbage. He's telling me a story. He's got the biggest smile I've ever seen, and he is just overjoyed to tell me that he had suffered for Christ. I mean, he didn't have nothing. I mean, he's poor as poor can be. He's got a family of 4 or 5 kids. They live in a really small house. And I went to his church and preached there, and just the joy he had with his people, and just the joy on his face. And I remember being so sort of convicted by that later, just sort of like, Griggs, you are a spoiled Western American Christian who...
This is pre-cell phone, too.
Pre-cell phone. And I was just thinking, man, I started putting some things together in my head that in most American churches, especially in the South this time of year, we're so crushed because a 18-year-old kid dropped the ball on Saturday that we can't go to church on Sunday. Mm-hmm. It's weird.
It's real weird.
And so that was a real powerful, I've never forgotten it, never forgotten his name, never forgotten his face. I don't think I've ever seen him again. I don't know where he is. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know anything about him. I really don't. I spent that week with him, and I think maybe I went another time and hung out with him. I don't remember, but I just remember that sitting in that hotel, I can still see everything like it was yesterday. And the Lord used that to say, Griggs, I actually have joy for you. I do. And that joy, it can be yours. I've prayed that you would have it. Yeah. But you're not going to find it in a plate of spaghetti in Romania. You're not. So anyway, that was the story.
Yeah. It's very funny. To me, and tragic, funny tragic, when I see people give themselves to a sports team so much, and their sports team is terrible.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And I'm like, man, what does your life amount to? It literally amounts to what happens between the hours of 1 and 4 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy it, right? I really super enjoy it.
Oh, I love sports. And if you ask my kids what I want to watch, it's sports. They're like, well, why don't you want to watch this? I'm like, because no one knows what's going to happen in sports.
And, I want to watch it. In God's eternal kindness, He gave me a heart for Wake Forest because they're never, ever going to be.
They are the littlest.
They're not going to be much to brag about. I mean, we have our times, right? We have our times, but it's humbling.
Yeah.
It's just a reminder that it's a gift I can enjoy. But if I make it more than that, if I make it a mission, if I make it like ultimate, it's empty.
It's empty, and it'll never amount to anything.
Yep, exactly right.
So, I mean, I guess that's what we really have. That's why we do missions conferences.
Yes.
Right? That's why we're having the missions conference happen the way that we do over a period of 2 days. We don't just do it on a Saturday and say whoever wants to show up, shows up. No, we intentionally move people out of their Sunday school classes and say, go see what God is doing in this year in Mexico. Go see what he's doing in Europe. Go see what he's doing in Central Asia. Go see what he's doing in Thailand. Go see what he's doing in New York City.
Yeah.
You can do that. We have people here that live there and are willing to share with you what God has done.
Yeah, we're super excited about the mission conference. And if you're a member of the church and you're listening to this, please come this weekend, Saturday, 8:30ish. Get to meet missionaries from around the world, hear what God's doing. Sunday, be here Sunday. Sunday night is the banquet. Super excited about the testimonies of that night, the opportunities for us. And so, it's good.
Yeah. And we're so the whole weekend is really for our church to hear what God is doing.
Yeah.
And hear what he's doing through his people in some really rough places.
Yeah.
I mean, places that you and we live in Welcome, North Carolina, which is in the middle of the state of North Carolina, but man, we have all the comforts known to man,
right,
in our homes.
Exactly right.
But some of these guys, they're living in places that they have zero comforts. Where I'm going for a couple of weeks, I mean, we're talking about they got stuff, but we're going to be in places they have nothing.
Right.
And we're going to live amongst them for a few days, and I'm looking forward just to spending time with brothers and sisters who are really in places that I would never get an opportunity otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's really encouraging for me. I want to bring back I just want to show people when I come home what has God done and what is God doing in these places.
Yeah. And our invitation to be a part of it.
Yeah. And we can be a part of it.
Exactly right.
I know that I'm going to spend an entire day with children who have no adults that watch them. Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, we don't have that.
Right.
We're always constantly figuring out, okay, which adult has them?
Yeah.
Is it your turn or is it mine?
Right.
It's not like there are no adults.
Right.
So that's a big deal for us, and I'm really praying for our church to not just engage in the idea of missions, but being really a part of God's mission on earth, and particularly starting here in Welcome, North Carolina.
For our joy.
For our joy.
That's exactly right.
And his glory. So maybe that's how we'll sign off.
Let's sign off.
For our joy and his glory.
Amen.
We'll just do that right now. That's been another episode of Beyond the Pew. We'll try to get one more in before...
Yeah, we can do it.
Before the end of the year. It won't happen next week. But one more in before Christmas, because
we'll do it.
You'll be gone for 2 weeks. I'll be gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we'll catch each other in the center.
That'd be good.
But for our joy and His glory, I'm Corey.
I'm Chris,
and we'll talk to you later.